So unfortunately, right now we live in a society where men are weak. It's why I often talk about masculinity on the show. I'm trying to see what examples men are even following. And I think we all realize now we are facing a crisis. We are facing a crisis of manhood. Not only are men not acting like men in terms of leading their homes responsibly, starting families, making sure that they raise up their children to be strong individuals, but men don't even stand by their words nowadays, right? I remember growing up, my grandfather used to tell me that they could just do deals on a handshake. Oh, I'll do this, you'll do that. Shake hands, walk away. And no, just look the man in the eye and know that he meant what he said. You could never do that now. You need contracts, you need lawyers, you need 50,000 pages. And still, if after you've signed a 50,000-page lawsuit, it's likely that he might do something to screw you over, him or her, right? Because nobody means what they say anymore. And that's upsetting.
We don't want to shut off. I give it all praise on going to Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakurash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations unto the elect. Today's lesson is going to be on pretty much, men lacking masculinity and men, not really being men nowadays. All right. So, it's very important that men start acting and being men, because, these women nowadays, women push for emasculate men and the agenda of these elites. They want they want men to be emasculate. They want to demasculate men so that they can control men. Because when a masculine men, back in the ancient days, men were all masculine. You couldn't just tell a man, you couldn't just tell a man to do certain things. A man would be a leader. A man would be head of the household. Nowadays, men are quite frankly, they're followers. Men can't even lead their own household. They can't make simple decisions. They can't do this and they can't do that. And women act like they're attracted to that when they're really not. Women are attracted to a masculine man. Women are attracted to men who can make decisions, who can be physically capable of doing things, who can be doing this, who can be doing that. And the scriptures talk about this, all right? The scriptures talk about this. Everything ties up with the scriptures. This is 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Yahushua is Yahweh. So the head of the woman is the man. Women are not meant to be leaders. Women are meant to be protected. Women are meant to be provided for. All right, women are meant to be, something that would help men. And that's not a bad thing. There's typically there is this whole stitch that women being this is a bad thing, when it's really not. Women are, men are supposed to be men. Men are supposed to protect women and provide for women. That's what it means to be a man. All right. And when you have these feminine men, they're not gonna protect you. When danger comes, are you really gonna want a man who can't protect you? A skinny little weak man who can't protect you? Or you're gonna want a masculine man who isn't afraid to get in that fire for you. You're gonna want a man who can lead you, all right? Because when that day comes, it says 7 women shall cleave unto one man. The scriptures say that. All right, let me get that. Isaiah 4:1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. What does it mean to be called by your name? That means they want to be married unto you. All right. They want to be married unto you. And 7 is a number of completion. So women are going to want, men, real men. All right. They're not going to want these feminine men. They're going to want a man who can really go out there and protect and provide for you. All right. And the Lord shows that. So if you don't have a man right now who's like that, if you have a feminine man, if you have a man who oh, he's so kind, he wouldn't hurt a fly, like you want one of those. I'm not saying to go date a gangster or something, but date someone who knows, who will protect and provide for you. All right. This is 1 Peter 3:7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to. Let me actually. Let me start at verse 5. 1 Peter 3:5. For after this manner in the old time the holy women also, who trusted in Yahweh, adorned themselves, being in subject unto their own husbands. So women were subjected unto their own husbands, all right, because they knew that their husbands would protect them. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, and as long as ye do well, and are not afraid with any amazement. So the Lord, so Sarah used to call Abraham Lord. All right. that's how much Sarah trusted in Abraham, because he was a real man. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. So you see, men are also supposed to give honor unto women. Men are as the weaker vessel, because women are the weaker vessel. Okay, women can't be in that same manner as a man. When shit hits the fan, you want a man who has been through this, been through that. You want a man who has been okay. A man who isn't afraid to take on a challenge. A man who isn't afraid to be a man. All right. Nowadays, you have men who can't even fucking they can't even fucking stand up without fucking being out of air already. Can't climb up a fucking stairs without being out of air already. Nowadays you have men who are in that community, So men are supposed to be leaders. All right, men are supposed to be your go-to person as a woman. As a woman, when you have trouble, you're the first person you would think of as a protector should be your man. All right. Ephesians 5:25. Husbands, love your wives, even as Yahushua also loved it and gave himself for it. What does that mean? The Lord Yahushua died for us, for our people. All right. That's how we have to be with our woman. We have to be able to have that spirit to where I'm gonna protect this woman with even my own life. All right, because that's what a man would do. All right. Nowadays, you have men who are scared to fucking take a beating. All right. And I'm not saying you have to be this guy who's always on street fights and whatnot. But you know what I mean. Nowadays you have men who can't even order their damn fucking meal. All right. So just be a man about things. All right. If you have a woman, if you have a significant other, the scriptures say to be a man. Make sure you're being a man. All right. And Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Lord willing, it was maybe helpful to some people. Some men out there who are a bit, of the who want to get better, who want to be better husbands, because everything has order. From being a husband to being a wife to being this to being that, everything has order in the scriptures. All right, and so with that, I'm gonna say shalom.